We do understand that this Israeli delegation headed up by David Barnea is now on the way to Qatar to engage in these very high-level, very sensitive talks in Qatar. The delegations on the ground will, of course, include the Qataris, the Egyptians, some US representatives, and what we understand is they will be directly or indirectly, I should say, negotiating with Yahya Sinwar, the head of Hamas in the Gaza Strip. But this is expected to take some time simply due to the lack of communications going on right now in the Gaza Strip. Now, the initial framework the Israelis are expected to present is a 60-day ceasefire with the release of some 35 to 40 hostages in return for potentially up to 1,000 Palestinian prisoners. It would be during the second phase that a ceasefire would be discussed. That is what Hamas wants, but this is something that we've been hearing time and time again from the Israelis that would be a red line. Israel continues to say that it will not agree to any kind of ceasefire that would leave Hamas in power in the Strip. And we've heard from the Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu just over the last few days speaking to US media saying that this operation down in that southern city of Rafah will go ahead despite this growing international pressure.
And Sarah, we've been hearing about this IDF raid on the Al-Shifa hospital. What's Israel said about it?
The IDF has just released a statement saying it now has full control of the Shifa hospital, calling on Hamas members inside to surrender. We do understand, according to the military, that this began very early this morning when troops arrived. The army says that they were fired upon by people from inside the hospital and that when they returned fire, a number of people were killed, others injured. We do understand, according to the IDF, that they have killed Faik Mabu, who is a senior Hamas commander and the head of the internal security operations in the Strip. He was reportedly killed during a firefight as the military were trying to take him into custody. Now, the IDF continues to say it is not trying to harm civilians. We do know that many people are sheltering inside that hospital, nor doctors. Let's take a listen to the IDF spokesperson, Daniel Hagari.
Our war is against Hamas, not against the people of Gaza. We seek no harm to the civilians that Hamas is hiding behind, which is why we will conduct this operation with caution and care, while ensuring that the hospital continues its important functions. We call upon all Hamas terrorists hiding in hospital, surrender immediately. Medical facilities should never be exploited for terror. Hamas must be held accountable.
And Robin, it has just been confirmed that the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu will speak to US President Joe Biden in just under half an hour for the first time in around a month as these tensions between Washington and Israel grow over Israel's operation inside Gaza.